The higher lofted fairway woods for our guys are going to go usually right after their 4-iron. So it's going to be 4-iron, 7-wood, 9-wood, and then a 3-wood. And that's something we work on a daily basis, major, non-major. Is it going to be a 2-iron? Is it going to be a hybrid? Is it going to be a 7-wood? It's just these major venues, especially like here at Torrey Pines, where the rought's going to be super thick. It's a really long golf course where the 7-wood comes in handy. A lot of 7-woods start as, oh, I played my 7-wood at Marion in 2015, and then now we have guys like Louie and Hatton and Sink that play it every single week. I think they play it that one week thinking they're going to get that versatility they need out of the rough, and then as they play it, they're like, oh, well, I hit it on 13 into a par 3 and it was fine. I hit it out of the fairway and it was great into a par 5, and they play it that one week and then they're like, well, it was pretty good. I'll just keep seeing if it's good on all conditions.
We build in a unique way when you compare it to the standard length of that club for a 9-wood or a 7-wood. So, for example, we typically build a 7-wood at 41 inches, which is an inch short of standard, which is 42. A 9-wood, we would do something similar. That standard length is typically going to be about 41 and a half. We would probably go 40 and a half, maybe even shorter with that club if a guy wants to try it. The next thing would be we use a really heavy shaft, typically something that's 80 or 90 grams. We tip it 1.5 to 2 inches for most players. That's related to control flight. So the length being shorter, heavy, stiff shaft that's tipped quite a bit is just going to help get the ball flight that they want with that club. We might do some unique things with the internal weighting. We might add a little bit of toe weight with the hot melt that we use, maybe 3 or 4 grams, something like that. Maybe do some of that towards the face to reduce some spin if we're trying to just dial it in, fine tune it a little bit, or take a little bit more loft off. Typically we start those high lofted fairway woods in the small minus setting, which takes off again a little bit of loft, which is again going to help bring that ball flight down, control the spin rate a little bit more. We might take it to the big minus or adjust it back to the standard depending on what the player's looking for.
The one thing that's been nice on the G425 for our guys is that they're slightly lower spin than our previous models, and they're slightly faster ball speeds. They're getting that 240, 250 number out of a 7-wood that we didn't see before because of that slightly more ball speed and slightly less spin that they see on that daily basis. Just off the fairway into a par 5 or a par 4, and you have that 210 to 230 yard shot out of the primary rough and you draw a decent lie, where as a 4-iron or 3-iron could maybe only go 100 yards in the air, this literally can get that 190 in the air and roll into the front bunker or even onto the front green if you have an area to run it up. Louie's gonna play his 7-wood that he always plays. Hatton will have his 7-wood that he always plays. Stuart Sink will be in his 7-wood. Mackenzie Hughes, he's gone to 9-wood these weeks. He started that at the PGA Championship, and he just likes that the extra loft, it's a little bit more safety, that you can even get that out of a worse lie. Not gonna go as far, but the 9-wood is going to get out of that even worse lie than the 7-wood because the extra loft. Sahith Theegala put in a 7-wood this week, and a few others. So we're gonna have, I think we'll have 10 plus 7-woods or 9-woods in play this week.